Hello, this is Miss Terena, and today I'm going to read a story written by Dr. Seuss. Did you know that it's Dr. Seuss's birthday? Dr. Seuss is a writer, and he writes some pretty silly books. In fact, sometimes they're so silly, he makes up words. That can make it a little hard to know what is happening when he keeps making up words. Well, he draws some pictures to show what the made-up word is, but that can also be a little tricky to explain. So, this time, I want you to listen very, very closely to the made-up words, and I will do my absolute best to describe what the picture shows. But sometimes, they're just too silly, and I might just start giggling and give up. But I love Dr. Seuss because he has these great sing-song stories. So, let's give it a try. The story I'm going to read today is Marvin K. Mooney, Will You Please Go Now? And here's the cover. There's a person, a little critter, kind of reminds me a lot of a dog, standing up, and he's wearing bright purple, looks like pajamas. And he's got his hands in his pockets and his eyes are closed. That's Marvin K. Mooney. And here's a bunch of arrows pointing. Go! Please go now! What is going on? And why do they want Marvin K. Mooney to go, to leave, to exit the building? Let's find out. Marvin K. Mooney, Will You Please Go Now? By Dr. Seuss. The time has come. There's Marvin, and there's some hands. Someone is holding out their hand, pointing at a wristwatch, like mine, and pointing and saying, the time has come. The time has come. The time is now. There's the hands pointing, and there's Marvin standing there, hands in his pocket. The time has come now. Just go, go. I don't care how. You can go by foot. You can go by cow. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? There's a picture of Marvin riding on the back of a brown cow, 'cause he could go by cow. You can go by skates. You can go by skis. You can go in a hat. But please go, please go by skates. He's riding roller skates. You can go by skis. Whoosh, there he is on 2 snow skis. You can go by hat. He's riding in a big green hat that's flying through the air. You can go in a hat, but please go, please. Boy, I really want him to leave. He's not leaving. I don't care. You can go by bike. You can go on a Zyke bike if you like. If you like, you can go in an old blue shoe. Just go, go, go. Please do. All right, go by bike. There he is riding a bicycle. You can go on a Zyke bike if you like. A Zyke bike, that's one of those made-up words. So it has 1, 2, 3 wheels, and the pedals are way up high where people sit. If you like, you can go in an old blue shoe. There he is, bouncy, 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 in a great big blue shoe. But just go. Oh, Marvin K. Mooney, I don't care how. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? Doesn't look like Marvin is going anywhere. He's standing there, hands in his pocket, eyes are closed, mouth is shut, completely ignoring the person who wants him to leave. You can go on stilts. You can go by fish. Let's check out this page. He's on big, tall stilts, walking on the ground. Stilts are things that like big poles, and he's got his feet way up high, holding on to the top of the pole and keeping his balance as he walks by stilt. You can go by fish. By fish? He's riding on the back of a big green fish. Whee! You can go in a crunk car if you wish. A crunk car? That's another made-up word. What does it look like? Oh my goodness, so there's Marvin. There's the steering wheel up at the top, and this big blue machine is a vehicle that has 2 legs and 2 feet. And it's going clunk, 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 clunk as it walks. Great big robot looking thing that's big and blue. Called a crunk car. Which Dr. Seuss made up. If you wish, you may go by a lion's tail. What? There's a lion, looking pretty happy, running really fast, and whee! There's Marvin holding on to the end of the lion's tail as the lion runs really fast. Or stamp yourself and go by mail. By the mail, there's Marvin. He has a stamp on his head, and he's riding in a great big mail bag carried by the mail carrier, the postal worker who comes and it's full of letters. That's a silly way to travel. Marvin K. Mooney, don't you know the time has come to go, go, go? Get on your way, please, Marvin K. You might like going in a zumblezay. A zumblezay? There's another made-up word. What does it look like? Well, it is pulled by an elephant. Great, big, decorated elephant wearing a hat. And on this long wire, kind of like a big wagon with 3 wheels, in you go up, up, and oh, there he is. Marvin is riding on a throne, a big fancy chair with a colorful umbrella over him, and it's being pulled along by the elephant. Doo, doo, doo. That makes me think of something that a king would ride in. You can go by balloon or broomstick, or you can go by camel in a bureau drawer. What? Okay, well, you can go by balloon. He's holding on to 3 balloons and they're going woo, up in the air. Or a broomstick, like a witch. Riding a broomstick, like Harry Potter. Or you can go by camel. There's the camel. And he's on the back, but he's also riding in a bureau drawer. That's like a dresser. So he is in a dresser on top of the camel, and he's riding in the drawer. Now that's not a made-up word, but that is definitely silly. You can go by bumbleboat. Bumbleboat? I think you made that up. Let's tell you what it looks like. Oh, a bumbleboat. Okay, so it looks like a boat in the water, and Marvin is steering it with a steering wheel, but it's paddled by big paddles up in front. They look kind of like big shoes, and they wheel around, whoosh, 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 and pull you through the water. Or go by jet. I don't care how you go, just get. There he is in a big red jet, riding through the sky super fast. Whee! Wow. Okay, that would be fun. Get yourself a gazoom. You can go with a boom. A gazoom. That's another made-up word. What does it look like? Let me show you. Okay, here's the gazoom. It's very big, and it has a big, long pipe, and it goes boom like a big cannon. And there's Marvin being shot out of the gazoom, flying through the air, smiling like a bird. Whee! It's kind of like like a cannon in the circus. Sometimes they shoot people out of a big cannon. Gazoom! Boom! Ah, Marvin, 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 will you leave this room? Here we go some more. Marvin K. Mooney, I don't care how. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? Now he is being held up by a bunch of birds. It's like it almost looks like they got a big old dress, a big red dress that has flowers on it. And there's Marvin riding in the middle, and attached to it are birds pulling him along through the sky. Woo! Ooh, that sounds like a beautiful way to travel. Marvin looks very happy. He's smiling. That might be a nice way to travel. I said go, and go. I meant the time has come, so Marvin went. Finally! He finally left. Now he's just walking away, waving goodbye. At last! Marvin went. Wow. That was a lot. Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? So I love how Dr. Seuss makes up words to go with his rhymes, and it's pretty fun to say. How many made-up words did you hear? Happy birthday, Dr. Seuss.